Alright, it's a couple days later, but like a second for you guys. So it didn't sit well with me the way I ran the wiring. So what we're gonna do is listen to the airplane that's somewhere out there, and I'm going to lift up the air that's ruining the video. So I'm gonna pick up the manifold, redo the wiring. I was going to show you the phone that's not over there that I'm using to record. I had a Google image showing more or less how the wiring was routed, which I got it close, but over here it's just a little tight, and it's a little out of my comfort zone, and I should have taken notes when I took this apart that it would take 2 years to do. So I'm going to take the manifold out, not out, but off, sorta. Yeah, we'll do that. The important life lesson: document what you do. I cannot, for the life of me, remember how this harness went. Every way I sneak it, this section gets very tight along the front. Yeah. Not having fun right now. I never took pictures of it, and this was, like I keep saying, about 2 years ago, so I do not remember how this went. And at this point, I'm going to try and use my better judgment and route it in a way that's going to be less intrusive and yeah. Alright, it's literally been about 5 minutes, and as you can see, the sun is behind the hill. Luckily the phone does pretty good in low light. I got it a little bit better. Wow. If you weren't expecting that, I am sorry. I wasn't expecting it to be that bright. Alright, so I sneaked it through a little gap between the manifold and these fuel lines, which gives me enough slack to comfortably plug in the crank sensor and not have it put a lot of tension on it. These other ones are pretty loud. Yeah, lack of sleep will do that to you. Oil pressure will go there. This, I believe, is an idle control valve. Not sure, probably. Or maybe a purge valve, I don't know. It looks like it's all gonna work. This side, well, it's somewhere. There it is. It's getting smashed by everything. So, oh yeah, battery too low to use flash. Yeah, I probably should have planned that better. But before my phone dies, today is another wasted day, March 21st. So I'm gonna end it here. There's not enough light outside. Everything's pretty dark, and I'll pick it up on another day. Yeah, wind picks up right as I push record. Alright, it is another day. Today is the 22nd of March 2025. You missed a lot. Where have you been? Shame on you. As you can see, everything is done except the Bluetooth upper rad hose. I still gotta do that because I forgot. Yeah, I finished doing the wiring, so I found a way to route it. Got the ancillaries put up, tensioners. Yeah, sure. And I'm a bit OCD. I have to have these readable. If you don't do that, you're an animal. So I have the box of air installed. These things run a lot better with the stock setup. Don't put that cold air intake that just puts the filter right here. It's not a cold air intake. You're sucking hot air from the exhaust manifold down there. All that comes up. Your cold air intake sucks it up, and you lose all your density. The air becomes undense, and your car turns into a Subaru that won't run. So leave this on. The stock one is plenty fine. The filter media has a lot of pleats in it. I still have to put the snorkel on, or whatever the heck you call this, the scoop. I'm just not putting it on yet because I need to put power steering fluid. I need to still connect this, and I need spark plugs. Yeah, the spark plugs are pretty sad. The ones that came out, I'm pretty sure I have them on the bench over there somewhere. But the spark plugs are pretty sad, and I forgot to order them. Weird. Like I said, the Super Start probably lost its super. I had to look back at photos when I was doing everything so I can make sure I connect this right. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I got everything hooked up. EGR, fuel, sparkies, throttle body, and yeah guys, it's almost ready to run, but I am losing sunlight. Oh, there's floating water now. Great. Okay, so I'm gonna be at a stopping point. This is just a quick 5-ish minute video update. I got home and just went straight to work on this thing. The last clip, which you saw 3 minutes and 20 seconds ago, a lot of this was different. So now that it's even more different, we're almost done. Coilovers. Okay. And after I get all of this done, I'm going to give this thing one heck of a once over, because like I've said multiple times, when this thing goes down the road, I don't want it to give the next guy problems. I want it to legitimately be as reliable as I'm able to make it, and I believe I've done that by addressing what kills these things in the first place, which is the belts. No, if you believe me, you have problems. The pistons, the OE ones are crap. They might not be. I don't know. Every one of these engines that I've used, they've all eaten themselves, and I find that absolutely hilarious for an engine that doesn't make enough power to hurt itself. It's still found a way to hurt itself. So, new pistons and fuel injectors. That should solve the problem with these. So I have a new timing setup. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it has a new timing set. So the miles are a lot on this thing. The chassis has, I think, almost 250. But the wheel bearings have been redone. Will you calm down? I'm trying to make a video. Now I forgot what I was doing. Great. So nothing much else left to do other than get this unit running, get my child's bouncy chair out. Do I have enough battery today? I do. Okay. Wow, this thing needs one heck of a detail. But as you can see, oh, don't look over there. I used it as a storage. Pretty stout unit. I'm pretty sad that it's going away. But like I said, I'm making a sacrifice for my family. But this thing, it irritates me because I spent $500 on these RS3 G1. Yeah, pretty dope tires. I like Coopers. And I got some Brembo pads. I believe those are Brembo blanks too. Brembo's on the back with I believe Brembo blanks. I did this a long time ago, so I don't know. It's got the boom booms, and this whole area was full of engine parts, and it is now full of not engine parts and full of a blanket that I probably used to sleep in here when I stayed at work when it was snowing. I'm saying way too much, guys. I'm sorry. But I have to put a flag on it because America. Well, this helps a lot. Okay. So while the battery runs down and the video probably shuts off, I gotta get new spark plugs, hook up the Bluetooth radiator hose, probably get new coolant. I have oil. The oil filter I've decided I'm going to keep as a run-in filter. So start this thing up, let it idle, let it overheat because there's an air pocket in it. And the I probably should take the air pocket out. I don't want them coming after me. Okay, so I will bring you guys back on another day, more than likely tomorrow the 23rd. And I'm saying the dates because I want to keep an idea of how long this takes to do. I'm probably gonna have to buy a battery too, but there's a stopping point for today, guys. The Legacy will live again, just to be sold. Sorry, Legacy. You were a good car. Alrighty, it is now the 24th. I lost count how many days I've been doing this. We're trying to. Just got back from O'Reilly. Got some Sparkies. We're gonna throw them in. Oh, dang it! I forgot power steering fluid. I might have some inside the garage. Put the spark plugs in. Put some oil. Put some coolant. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I'll probably jump it and hope that it does something. But all right, let's get set up. The sun is super aggressive today. It has decided that it's going to be the hottest day of the week, which for me in the desert, it's like 90 now. So it's probably pushing about 90 right now. My hat is burning and everything hurts, but there's no wind. Nope, there's a breeze. All right, I'm going to get the tools out. I'm going to get these spark plugs in, and then I'm going to fill it with oil and coolant. And then I'm probably going to do the clear flood mode when you put the throttle all the way to the floor and crank it. That way this thing can just crank and crank and crank, so I can get oil going through it before starting it up, because I do not want a dry start. And the engine sat for a little while after doing the service, so I'd rather oil get pressurized and go where it needs to go before I let this thing start up and idle. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of dry starts, and they scare me. But doing one final check, looking around, and that's why I keep stopping. Just looking around. Fuel lines are on. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous. This thing has sat for so long. There's a little voice in the back of my head that's like, did you forget that one bolt? But I'm pretty sure I didn't forget anything, because everything was in the back of it, and there's now nothing in the back of it. So, okay, let's get the spark plugs in and the fluids in. Still gotta find power steering fluid. Alright, let's do this. Alright guys, everything is good. Clear flood mode. Now for the oil light to turn off. Oh, battery pack died. Okay, that should have been enough. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm kind of nervous. Let's put this thing into force start. I have some coolant in it. There's oil in it. I cranked it enough. Ow. Kind of nervous. Okay, let's go. Battery light. Okay. Power steering pump sounds super happy. Got some smoke, but oh, it's coming out the exhaust. Alright, I'm gonna monitor it for a minute. I'll bring you back. Oh guys, there it is. It's running pretty good. I've been a nervous wreck for the last 25 minutes. Burping the coolant system in these things is not fun. Wow, look at the frame rate. What's doing with that? It's kind of cool. Yeah, this thing's been idling. Idling kind of weird, but I think these things have like a learning idle. I'm not sure. And the gas is 2 years old, so it's probably loving it. As you can hear, there's no noises other than the new fuel injectors. I have a little bit of smoke back there, but that's from me touching it. And honestly, it sounds pretty good. When it started, there was, I thought the fire department was gonna come. Smoke everywhere. And I gotta get a new battery for it. That's why the battery light's on. It's running on the alternator right now. I'm hoping the battery's coming back. It did show signs of life. It does need fuel. 259,000 miles, but the idle is smoother than it's ever been. So yeah, here's the clock. 28 minutes it's been running. And I've already done the heater trick, and the air's coming through pretty hot. So I know at least the top end of the engine has coolant. That's really hot. I'm stopping that. 29 minutes running. Temp gauge is still there. I'm not sure what else I need. I have it running on mostly water right now, and that's because I'm making sure nothing's gonna start leaking out. Like none of the hoses will start leaking. Any surprises up here? No hoses leaking. So I think I'll drive it for a couple days. I want to say it's probably got about okay, it's not getting hot. I want to say it's got probably 40% coolant in it, which you're not supposed to do. The water pump's not going to like it very much, but it still has some lubricity in it. And when I put this thing away, the radiator still had some coolant in it, so it's probably somewhere around 50% coolant. So as long as you have some of that ethylene glycol in there, the water pump's going to be okay. I do plan on flushing it and putting 100% coolant. Well, you know what I mean. Flush out all the water and put nothing but 50% coolant in it. And maybe drive this thing to work for a couple days. Just put some miles on it, make sure everything's gonna be okay. So when I do let this thing go, the next guy will be confident to know that there's nothing wrong with it.